Rewind. Obviously, Mike wasn't on. But welcome back to the stream. It is October 8th. We are here doing the next or day 8 challenge of Inktober, which is Reckless. Um, it's already been a journey through the rest of them. So let's take a look at what we've done already, and then we'll talk about where we're going. So let me hop into the studio, and here we are back in the studio. All right. No need for this one today, but we will have to cut another one for tomorrow. I feel like I should just get it done right now. Oh no, why did I get all sniffly? All right. Somehow it just got all congested. One sneeze, huh? And the only reason I knew I was muted is because I sneezed. Be right back, guys. All right, back to it. Sorry, guys. Just had to sneeze. Good evening, Kylie. Wait, can't today if that's today? Yeah, that's today. I'm gonna clear chat real quick just so that I can. So let's go over what we've done. I'm gonna put these in the back, like shuffling Pokemon cards, right? There we go, nice clear shot. I should get one of those. They have an automatic zoom, but it's like a little wheel that hooks onto the side of your camera that like pushes forward or back. It would be nice not to have to do that. But let's get moved into a new place, and then we'll talk about what we do and don't want to do. But here we are with day 1 was mustache. So we did mustache. Day 2, I did weave. Day 2. Day 3, we did crown. Day 4 was murky. Day 5 was deer. Day 6 was pierce. Day 7 was starfish. And day 8 will be reckless. Now, reckless, I drew it landscape when I was sketching today, and I had a lot of different ideas. There was one idea with a car on one wheel or two wheels parked at a stoplight waiting, or just cutting through a stoplight waiting to go. And then I thought I could do cars running red lights, like a red light or something like that. But could be kind of dangerous. So we're going to go over to, let's go to hunting because we're done with hunting. We did our deer. And we'll just use this Google page to search for reckless. See, reckless driving is the first thing that comes up. It's a very familiar word. See, and then I was going to do something similar to this. A guy drinking and driving, right? That's reckless. Reckless is a book, I'm guessing. This guy's screaming out of his car. So my original sketch was a guy using a chainsaw to cut a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, um, and all the things flying everywhere. And I was really trying to push perspective. It was actually Jason from Halloween. Um, the issue is I really didn't know what a chainsaw looked like. So let's go. Let's just jump over there to see. Switch a few things. I wanted to do it like the Chainsaw Massacre guy. See, I had it done all wrong. So he would be holding it like this. How does one hold a chain? What do you look like holding a chainsaw from the front angle? Okay, here's a good. See, that would even be good. No eyes, no hand. But the other issue is that I want the face in it because but then I have to do a landscape. I don't want to. That's just gonna mess up the series. I could do it from some crazy extreme angle, but and that's what the one was that was done before. It was really just like a big chainsaw part, right? Coming down on a sandwich. But I have such a little room to take the photograph. If you think about a drawing as taking a photograph in a single moment of a bunch of stills, it becomes a little bit easier, at least for me and my brain. Because when I do animation, I can draw like what movement I think you're going to see. Like the end points are easy to figure out, right? And then the in between on how the body gets from point A to point B, like swinging an axe, like, right? Then there's the frames all in between it that have to happen in order for it to logically, physically happen. So you know those things happen. How the body twists, how the body moves, that's all kind of more interesting. But really, it's just the same blob that stretches in different ways. So you kind of have to play with mass and then some other things. But this force perspective was like, let's see if I can find a picture because I'm sure there's one out there. Chain. Um, see what this cover looks like. I feel like even that, him holding it up. This is Leatherface, though. I drew Jason with a hockey mask, which is okay too, I guess. I've never seen any of these films. See, like that would be a good starter picture. Like, why isn't there any data in this area? That would also be good. like this body angle, but instead just put a sandwich. I really do like this photo though. I feel like it could be kind of iconic, so we could use it. Gives us good depth of field. Um, can we copy it? Is that okay? Texas Chainsaw Massacre. But I'm gonna switch you for a Jason mask because I feel like the three eyes kind of worked for it when I did it earlier. So what I want here is like foreground. I know you guys aren't going to be able to see this. And I'll try to draw quickly. But we got a foreground here. I wanted the sandwich here, but it's going to be really pretty mangled. I would assume if you had cut it so the bread's all squished right here, pinched, and then maybe it's like oozing peanut butter and jelly out, right? But it's like it's kind of dug a hole and maybe cut into the cutting board a little bit. And then you got the other half of the sandwich here. Right, and then maybe, I don't know, it's probably folded up and runs back that way. Whoops. And then you got like jelly running out of this side, right? Probably want to pinch this bread like a little bit more because you know that flat white bread just pinches really down to like nothing when you cut it. So a lot of things you're trying to like make sense with the real world too, because that's what you want to pass on to your audience. As like an artist, you're trying to pass on like the feeling of what you want to like show them. Like what is it that you want to draw? What do you want people to think? Is it realistic? Because the more realistic you can make it, the more believable you can make the image. I think even the more it sells the piece of art is like being of quality. I don't know. At least in my brain, that's like how things work when I'm doing illustrations. If I was doing abstract work or like more, the things that you've seen me do with, um, like for instance, this project is gonna get revamped as soon as I can take a break, and I'm really gonna test all my markers on one of these, and then I'm gonna draw what the marker spots end up being from my testing. The markers that need to be thrown away are going to go in the trash. The markers that are coming with me need to be resumed. But before I start tearing apart the workshop, I promise I'm going to film an Insta 360 of it so you guys can see what the workshop looked like before and what the workshop will look like after, depending on where I land. Fingers crossed we find a good spot to land in Seattle. I saw an artist loft that was pretty cool, but like literally it's a room with a shower head in the corner. But it's got these crazy vaulted ceilings and there's no parking. It's directly downtown. I mean, if I was going to go into art professionally and really like make a run at trying to be an artist and doing illustrations, that would be a good place to be. Um, I may have some of these prints available for sale coming up. I do have the means to ship these, so if you do like one, let me know. I can ship these and make prints. I also sell well, I don't know if I'll sell the originals. I have every Inktober that I've ever done, at least all the original work. But that's enough talking. Let's get back to Chainsaw Massacring. And it's a good Halloween, you know, time thing to do. So now I just need this image in the background with this chainsaw. It should be dripping peanut butter and jelly. Am I going to have enough room? His elbow has to be out here. Okay. So let's remember that. We got a head here, which I would like it to be a hockey mask. I could do Leatherface in with 3 eyes. If that is, that'll probably make people less mad, to be honest. Head's too big. If I do a 3-eyed Leatherface, if I do a 3-eyed just Jason, people are gonna get confused. His head's too big though. Okay, so we need to section him out first. We can't just go in drawing the chainsaw. I know that's what I want to be important, but can't just do that to everybody. Oh, I've lost chat. I lost chat. Good thing no one's chatting right now. Okay. So his arm comes across. That's the big movement here. Is that there's this cross section where his arm is to where his elbow is, just somewhere here. And his shoulder is above his elbow. It's so much easier when you have a reference to draw. Because you're really just taking like a couple math measurements in your head and then reconstructing that over here. You know, like the Willy Wonka machine that like evaporates the little boy and like brings him back to life. That thing. Yeah. So you got a head here, a leather face mask. And the top of his hand comes up and over, and you see a lot of the side of his hand. So we're going to get some side hand here, and it's going to go down here. His hand's going to go over a handle. The handle to the chainsaw, which is going to go this direction, but not very long, just about that far. And then this part is going to be this square box. I'm going to have to tilt it up a little bit more. Handle. Oh, and bring it out just a little bit more. I'm going to bring it down. It's going to look like this. It's going to look like go up. Oh man, that's not good. Chainsaw's not going to be on the page. If it is, it's going to be in a really awkward spot. What can I do? Is the chainsaw too big? Is it okay if it's off the page? I don't exactly know how to draw a leather face though. he was all stitched. He stitched different people. His head looks turned like that. Okay, it can be done though. That's the good part about all this. That part can be done. Is it the right size though? I don't know. That is to be. So this is on a handle that comes down, like from here. And then he's holding a handle here. That his hand is going finger, finger, trigger finger, thumb. And his hand goes down this way. Just like straight out of his coat. Because his hand like goes backwards. So you got like this coat line that's coming up over here. And you got like, his head needs to be more here. And there's like a tie flying in this direction. Because he's wearing some kind of dress shirt. He's even got a bracelet around his wrist here. Okay, I can kind of ad-lib some of this stuff here. So there's another post that needs to come back there. And this hand is like built. Right? I'm just think this needs to be closer together. I mean, they should be pretty close together anyways, right? It's just a weird looking device that I feel like if I wanted to do this right, it's going to go off the page. Oh, man, it's not even on the top side, it's on the bottom side. So it's really got to go off the page unless I push this arm out. I'm going to push his arm out a little bit. I'm going to try to tilt it up a little bit more. Up and down. So we're going to push this whole device up straight up and down. We're going to line this up as best we can with each other. And then we're going to go for a more angular. That bar comes all the way down, I think. I don't think I can tell from that picture, but I think this bar comes all the way down and attaches into some hole here. But we need to tilt it still. Tilt, tilt. I need to get the chainsaw right. This is what I would like it to look like. If I could get it to get into a position. And this goes like this. It just has such little slope now that I'm like, ugh. It's too harsh. Okay. Somewhere in between the two. I think it's okay to go off the page, but I need this thing to end up eventually. I think if it could end up right here, I'd be pretty happy. Nope. Come on, give me the right line. I'm so glad I didn't do this. Tried to one-shot this one. I think also when you do something that's got a picture or visual, you want it to look like that. The idea to change it or to think about the frames in between it are kind of difficult. But I think that's what your brain does when you like write a story or you do anything like that. Yeah. It is hard to get perspective. But what I should have done is just traced a tongue depressor. Okay, so there it is. I'm going to draw the machine. We are going to place it in that space, wherever it may go. It's okay if it's not perfect. We're going to deal with that problem. So I think there's a hole port here, and then this goes to this handle. And then there's like an exhaust fan here. And then again, we have a handle. We might have a little width here, actually. Am I going to get a sighting of the side? Probably should. But maybe not. So we can put our hand pretty much back where it was. Originally. That hand is terrible. This eraser is crumbling on me. It's just cracking into pieces. It's not a great eraser. And then there's like a hand shield that goes in front of this to protect his hand. But I just don't. I mean, here there's like a side before we get there. And it's got like a little bit of shape. And yeah, we do have some shape on the bottom side, so I should put that in. I was right to think that we were going to have a little bit of shape. There's this, and then there's like some stuff down here. But for the most part, the side's quite dark. And there's some sort of circle here. There's a line dividing it here. There's this. This still doesn't look quite right, but oh, who texted me? Okay, there we go. I'm gonna make this the chopping board, right? And maybe he's even like chewed through the most of the chopping board, right? The mask was very crude. Lots of stitching in the mask. His hair's a little bit all over the place. His arm's coming out. Okay, good. We got his thumb here, right? And then his hand disappears in the sleeve of his jacket. This comes off from this side, but a lot of this is dark. Just putting in some guiding lines to help me with this jacket. I missed out on the peanut butter and jelly situation. Oh, stretch break. Oh. I think it looks pretty good. Um, I don't know where it's supposed to go. There's that jacket. This arm goes out much farther. This line needs to not be here. It's going to be all dark back there, really. But this coat line comes out from here and goes down and keeps coming, I think. And he's got curly hair, and then there's a sandwich. I really wanted to put a jar of peanut butter and a jar of jelly. but I don't think I can fit it anywhere. Well, we got 15 minutes to trace what we got. Um, Even if I put the jar of peanut butter here, like in the foreground, and just a slice of it, it's still going to cover up some of the sandwich. I don't know. What are we thinking? I think I got to ink. His mouth is kind of just. Oh, is there a hole where his mouth is? There is a hole where his mouth is. Okay. We could do this. This can be done. I like it. It's creepy. It's scary. It's very Halloweeny, but it's just like overkill, like reckless. Like no one needs to cut a peanut butter and jelly in half with. Okay, let's get this out. Let's swing this over. Um, let's pop open the camera. Let's bring it out. Let's get a new angle today. Maybe, maybe not gonna work. I feel like it's like it needs to be over just a little bit. Can I just break this thing a little bit? Oh, this needs to move over. Oh no, now that's in the shot. Still in the shot. That looks okay, I guess. Oh, fell. Be right in my way. But if I don't film it the size I want it. Alright. Oh, it wasn't in. It wasn't in what I needed. Oh, that's not bad. It's pretty good. Okay. I don't know if it's going to be good for anything else. All right. We're starting to run out of ink. No bueno. Where did my pencil go? Uh-oh. Like, where is my pen? Okay, got the pen. We're using Winsor and Newton's ink to do our outlining. So here we go. Are we ready? We're ready. I'm gonna zoom in just a hair, just so we don't get. And here we go. Ink time. So we're gonna start with the sleeve of his shirt. Because weirdly, that's where I wanted to start with the actual drawing of everything. It's the sleeve of his shirt. Okay. Can't have that happening right now, girls. I wish I didn't have to draw in one direction. Seemed like he had a chain bracelet on. We're going to bring this finger out a little bit more. The back of the hand. We can just add them all in. And I had so many meeting. We had meeting. Went to engineering twice today. Had so many classes. More classes this semester. This thing is also kind of in motion. We're going to use some more, a little bit more dark colors in this one. 5 minutes. Sounds about right. I need to work on that top last, so why am I not getting enough ink? Kind of like need pieces of bread flying. But I want pieces of bread flying like around here and just like little bits. But I do want this like covered in jam and jelly. So I was thinking about putting like a just a silly amount of like drips. And give like the top of it like this. Ice cream cone effect. Where it's like so covered with peanut butter and jelly. It's just dunked on there. And we can put little different spots of goop. Right. Like maybe some spray. Because saw's going like this. So some overspray here. And we got chunks of maybe like a drip of things flying. All this thing's like and to show some motion here. So I'm like trying to draw it underneath this camera and I totally can't see. That's why that line's so weird and wonky, but that's okay. It'll be alright. Still got a lot of other issues to work with. Alright, so here's Leatherface. We're gonna draw him in with his 3 eyes and his peeled back lip mask. Right, so we need to draw his mouth in here. Since it's inset a little bit, we're going to put a shadow. around the inside. And then we have the eyes. Okay. And my hand's so tired. I've been writing all day because I scribe for students. And I draw for parts of the day. So there's like stitching. This one, there's like stitching around the face. I think if we put stitching anywhere, I think we'll be okay. And then he has some crazy old hair, but it's mainly black, so I don't know if I want to do it. I guess we'll just do it with the thin one. At least in the picture, the original picture we have, he's got some. I'm gonna make it a little bit shorter because I'm coming out of a different space, but I want to come out harder in that space. Keep 3 as our number. I honestly don't know what his arm looks like back there. Okay, so now we have the crust of a peanut butter and jelly, which we decided we're going to taper off, or we cut it even though it's probably chewed it up and not really smashed it. It's probably all like jagged. There's going to be crumbs all over. There should be like a trail of peanut butter and jelly here. Coming out this way from where he cut it. And crumbs. Like smear. Coming just from this and like splinters of wood. Right. And that's what this is going to look like, pretty broken wood. I don't know how I'm going to make this look like wood, like a chopping block in between the sandwich. I could give it texture. It's a novel idea. And so I want this like oozing out. How should we shade the bread? Should we just do some straight up and down lines? I think that's what we're going for. I didn't really think about it, but oh no. Fine. right? Give us a little bit of difference in texture. I want to, oh dear. Man, I gotta bleed some of the ink out. Too much ink. Now I should do it all the same. Maybe a little bit lighter up there, but primarily all the same. And the reason why is because it's on the same plane. Yeah, well, the guy originally who was the chainsaw, I heard there's a Netflix special about the dude that they wrote a lot about. A lot of horror stories were written about the guy who wasn't really a serial murderer, but he or serial killer, but from what I was told, I don't know. I don't do much research into the. What is going on? Which line did I not follow correctly? I guess it's a lot of jelly coming out. That's okay. We'll do that. That'll be fine. I'm alright with that. Okay. I don't know if the three eyes helped him really, but it's okay. This might have been one of the ones. It looked fine before it did it black, but I think, well, we'll see. Let's give some more shading. It's just crust, right? Just I mean, in order to make texture, it's just a different pen stroke, really. Aren't they going all the way to the top? Ah! Oh, looks like someone's already finished theirs. Okay, I get it. You're gloating. It's pretty late. I understand. Did I start late? What happened? Did the day just slip away from me? I did take a nap. I didn't take the first house that came on the market, though. I feel a little bit, oh man, I didn't really do that correctly. I was supposed to go straight up and down with the lines, and I ended up here going parallel with the sandwich. Whoops. Whoopsies. I want to hit this with some heavy blacks to like. I think I'm going to. I think I'm going to hit this one with more shading than I usually do. And more just solid black. Okay, this also has like some flow to it. Yeah, we're good. I think we're good on that side. That's the jelly side. Yeah, there's the peanut butter side. Okay, let's draw the edge and let's get done with this because we need to be finished. Okay. Do, 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 do. It is Halloween. We're allowed to be creepy this month. Tis the season to be creepy. My least favorite line, the one on this side. Of course, there's a drip in between. Okay. We'll make do. See, this whole section right here needs to be black. That whole behind his arm. To do that though, we're gonna push it. I usually don't like to color things black, but I need that contrast. Otherwise, it's always gonna look like this half-finished coloring book, which it looks like now and always. Okay. So we're going to use our big nib. Oh dear. That like I pushed so much ink off of. Okay, so we're gonna fill this space in back here with black. I'm nervous because this is like laying so much ink. It's a very weird nib. I think I have to use it the same as the other ones, but it feels like I use it differently. Feels like I need to paint with the actual. I don't think that's true though. These pens split in half. They press on the plate and they let ink drop from the split. Yikes, that's really black. Okay. Did I ruin it? See, and then it's like, how do I offset the black? I just want something that's a little bit wider than what I've been using. I think this is the next wider one. The super wide one is not what I want. What? What happened? There we go. Lots of black. This whole suit's pretty dark. I'll put some shadows in. I don't think I'm supposed to use this pen like this. I have to do like the inverse highlights though, and that's like one thing I really don't know how to do is that now that it's great that it's black over there, but the rest of the suit is also black. So that's kind of the plug is like this part's supposed to be black too, but how do I make it black? I think I have to do the inverse. So I gotta highlight where these lines are that I've made shadows on one side of them should be the immediate highlight. On the other side, there shouldn't be anything. But we're going to color this in too. I don't know if you could understand any of my artwork. It makes sense. Is this what we wanted to draw? I want to leave that white line on because I think there should be some reflective light, but I'm gonna button it up. And this thing has like a grate over it, so you should just cross hatch this thing. This I don't like this pen tip as much. Can't seem to get a good. It's either way too much or it's not enough. All right, then I think I need some I probably would need like a little bit of wood grain flow here. Would be nice. Are we still here? Did everyone leave? It's probably time to say goodnight. Let me just finish up my last little bit of wood grain here. Like crumbs of bread. Chunks of wood. See, this one's not as good. I don't like this nib. It just doesn't work as good. Or I just like literally have to be pulling forward. At least my super thin nib it like allows me to go a little bit multi-directional, which I probably shouldn't do in anyways, but come on, just go into the thing. Just want to finish this. See, I should have used this to draw the wood grain. It would have been thinner and not as chunky. I needed that to do these fat lines, but even that didn't do a great job. Drip of jelly, right? Something like that. I feel like everything's good, but his hair is now lacking. Just needs to either be probably darker by his skull, right? All right, I think that's it. All right, guys. Well, that's going to be it for this one. That's our rendition of Reckless cutting a sandwich with a chainsaw. There's no need for that. I probably should have colored in that chest jacket part. Now I gotta find a way to fix it. Either I need to make the background darker so it like merges in, or I need to do something. I don't know what to do. But that's a problem for another time, not tonight. Anyways, guys, let's shut down. Let's do a quick look and see what my mom got done for tonight. Okay. So Kylie's one tonight is a Volkswagen Bug, and then a really crumpled up Volkswagen Bug on the corner. So I'm guessing this is a car crash. That person in the bug is waving. Pretty neat. Pretty neat. There you go, reckless. And a smashed up bug. Anyways, my mom's doing it this year with me, so it's pretty fun. I'm getting a lot of cool stuff from her, as well as doing my own stuff, but very different. Very different. Oh, driver's looking at a cell phone. I couldn't tell from. Hold on, let's zoom back in. That's a cell phone in there. Nice. This is. It looks like you did. So this is ink work though. Cross hatching to get that building shading. See, I just need to really commit to my shading more. But like this is actually a style of illustration. People are really into like, the quick illustrations. I feel like this is this for me is unfinished still. Like this is not complete. Um, but I did some cross hatching, or I did some not cross hatching, but basically I just did some line work in order to give that a little bit of depth. This would be peanut butter. This would be jelly. So I would do brown and purple, and then add some color all over to the rest of it. But yeah, that's gonna be it for this one, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. Happy Wednesday. We are on day 8 of 31, so 23 more to go till the end of the month. And I probably won't be here to do one with you guys on actual Halloween. Um, I should probably be moving close to then, or then, but actually one of my roommates told me that I have to give my landlord a 20-day lease even though we're being evicted in 90 days. So do I have to pay for 20 days in prior notice? Because that means I only have a 10-day window to actually rent a place, and then I still have to pay rent here. So ideally, I guess I would want to leave on the 30th of December is what I'm trying to, the 30th or the 30th of November, October. Um, but we'll have to just see. The 30th of November would probably be the sweet spot to move in. Gives me a month on each side, uh, and it's not moving in during Christmas because that could be kind of tricky. Or it could be a good thing. People might be moving out or in for the new year. We'll just have to see how it goes. Fingers crossed, though, I find a place and we can continue doing this stuff. Um, because I would like to keep the studio running. There is a chance, though, that if I get to a new place and I can't set back up, well, it's pretty much going to be run the stream or nothing. So I'll probably be running the stream. Anyways, that's going to be it for this one. Hope you guys enjoyed it and you have a great evening. I will talk to the landlord when I get around to it. Should be soon because I need to ask some questions about some things. But my landlord's also going through a separation, so I'm trying to I need to be emotionally ready to have a help a heartfelt conversation with my landlord because I don't want to be, there's a lot going on his end too. So I'm just trying to I just need to make it work, and I can make it work. Um, there's either going to be I get really lucky in the next couple weeks and I find a place that I really love and has enough space and it's great, or the second option is um, I should just color his suit black. I need to highlight it though if I'm gonna color black. Anyways, it's not here or there. If I don't get really lucky, then I can rent a more expensive place, and even then, if my brother's house is still vacant, God forbid that it's still vacant by December, though, I hope he finds a tenant. So, um, because technically I could move in there, but then I got to move twice and renting moving trucks and stuff like that. It's just not worth it. So hopefully I get really lucky, find the place I want to live, um, you know, pronto, and then get to moving and stuff like that. Anyways, that's gonna be it for this one. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and we will see you next tomorrow because these are going on every night. Did we want to look at tomorrow's word? Tomorrow's word is heavy. So just to give you a good idea of what's going on tomorrow, tomorrow's word is heavy. Anyways, that's gonna be it for this one, and have a great evening.